Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Raiders 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Carson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The throw complete to Dorsett. All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands though.
Lynn Bowden on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
And he fires one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Escaping the pressure right. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Now a play fake. Carr.
The Seahawks
flush to his right. They'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On play action. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darrell Taylor Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Seahawks 28, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. He'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Wilson. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Deep ball here, holding just past the 50, past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Wilson's
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He's got a first down here past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him.
Russell Wilson.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with tough. He's got him in, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Raiders 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Carr now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. From the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. He lets it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's third down. 3rd and 14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. They'll find Metcalf. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jordan Brooks just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And the rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down. It's Jacobs. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
It's a gain of 7.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
DK Metcalf. 59 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. complete to Kelly. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Back in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Going for Metcalf. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 52 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Incomplete on the deep ball. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 4th down.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Carl trying again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Reception here by Rose. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Carr. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here now is second and 10, again for the 41. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 87, Raiders 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Looking left side of his gun man. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Completes it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. Double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. Tyler Lockett, the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, You'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carl Nassib in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys